What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another stock video. So today, as you can probably tell by the title, I'm going to be talking about Apple. And Apple is a stock that I think is a great swing trading opportunity. And I just want to go over my position and how I plan to trade it. So first off, they missed their earnings estimate, so their stock dropped down a little bit. And from where it's at now to the previous highs, offers about a 5-6% return on that. Now, as you can see, I've been holding it for a while. I started buying it when it sold off earlier in September. And when it started to go back up, I sold some of it in case their earnings were bad, and their earnings were not as good as expected. So their stock did drop a little bit. So I added back to my position a little bit, and right now I am carrying 20 shares at the average price of $143. Why might this be a good swing trade? Well, one, it's a quality company. Apple is not going to go anywhere anytime soon. Their market cap is like $2.5 trillion. They're a huge company. I do believe Microsoft just surpassed them though, but those two are always like neck and neck. So we'll see if Apple can get on top of them again in the future. So technically speaking, outside of the news, if we're just looking at the charts, well, it is down a little bit. It has room to go back up and recover. Also, after it sold off, I bought some more because as you can see by this candlestick here, if you don't know how to read candlesticks, the wick just shows how low the price went, and then it came back up. It didn't stay that low, and it ended here where the bottom of the body of the candle is, and so that shows some bottom price rejection. Now, technical analysis isn't everything, but we can also see some consolidation here. Now, right now, this is looking like it might want to keep going lower. I don't know, maybe it will. I saw it was consolidating, so I decided to add a little bit to my position because to me it was worth the risk. And if it goes lower, I will happily buy more of it. So if it goes maybe like down around here again, I'll buy some more. So I'm going to take my alert here. I'm going to move it up to about there. Looks good. So if the price of Apple gets below down to here, it'll send a notification right to my phone so that I can go in and buy more stock if I see value in it. So that's my general plan to trade Apple. Something else we can look at too is the price targets on Market Watch, for example. Here they are. So the median is $170. $170. The higher end is almost 200, low end is 90. That's probably not going to happen. This one probably unlikely to happen, but if I had to guess which one would be more likely of the two, it would probably be the higher end. Apple is a tech stock. It's very bullish. So I definitely think the $170 median price target is not unrealistic. And then also if we look at the ratings, still currently they've held pretty consistently that Apple is a good stock to buy. And very few people are selling it. So it's something that's going to keep growing, and as they recover from the chip shortage and they're able to produce more stuff, their stock is only going to go higher, in my opinion. So now I'll go over, I'll show you my profits on Apple and why it's one of my favorite stocks to trade. So this here is my trading PL on Apple, so my profit and loss. And since I'm still holding some shares, some of this is not realized. If you don't know what that means, realized is just when you buy stock and then you sell it for a profit. Now you've locked in that profit and that money is not going anywhere. My realized profit is close to this. It's, let's see, how much am I up on Apple? I'm only up $65 on Apple on my current open position. So 65 minus almost 900. So I realized about $830, $840 worth of Apple stock profits this year alone, since May. If we get on here, you can see I first started buying it in May. When it sold off, I bought some, and I started selling it as it went back up and recovered, and I basically just repeat the same thing anytime there's an opportunity so I can maximize my profits. And then I'm planning to do the same thing with this. So again, if it dips, I'll buy some more, and then when it starts coming back up, I have my price targets, and as it does that, I'll sell it and lock in the profit. So the next stock I wanted to go over is Snapchat. So this is another stock that I think is a great swing trading opportunity that I also just picked up in addition to Apple. This one is a more recent pickup. I have 6 shares, so I just put a little bit of money on it, about $300, because as you can see, it sold off super aggressively, and I have no idea to know if it'll go lower or not. And so if it goes lower, I want to feel comfortable that I only have a little bit of money, so that if I'm red on it, I'm not down a lot of money and I can easily afford to buy more of it. Their earnings were not as good as expected, so they sold off a ton, but you can see it was consistently much higher. And it is sold off, and it looks like it might be starting to consolidate down here. Now, if you don't know the 3 stages of a reversal, you have the drop, and then you have consolidation, and then it'll start going back up again. Or the opposite is also true. If stock is very bullish and it's going up, it'll then eventually consolidate, and then it'll start selling off again. Because nothing just goes straight up or straight down forever. They always have fluctuations in them. Snapchat, it sold off a ton, and now it looks like it's starting to consolidate around $50-ish. So we'll see. I have a price target down here, so if it gets down substantially lower, how much is that? Let's see. So if it drops another 16%, I might move that. That's pretty aggressive. I might move that so it's like up here. I want to do that right now. So we'll move it. So if it drops another like 10% or so, I'll buy some more of it. But where it is now, I'm just going to leave it at that. And to the recovery, it offers about 40%. So yeah, it's a ton. Actually, you know what? I'm going to buy more of it down here because it's consolidated around here. I'm going to buy another 6 shares, I think. Market order. If you don't know how to use Webull, that is the trading platform that I use. That's what this is. We'll just say market. We want to buy. We'll specify 6. And then just hit buy. We get an order confirmation. And now we got 12. Okay. So if it dips even lower, I'll buy more of it. So now I'm holding about $600 worth. And if we scroll down on my position, I'm down about $1. So yeah, nothing really, just flat on it. So something else we can check about Snap just to see. I always like to look at these, just take them with a grain of salt, but it's something you can look at and possibly get some information from, is to go here and look at the analyst estimates. The analysts don't know a whole lot, like their guess is just as good as mine, but I still like to get an idea of what other people think. So the median price target is 75. The low is $42. Currently, we are close to the low. The average is still well above what we're currently at. And what is this, over like a year? Usually the estimates are like next year. And as we see too, the current ratings are also mainly buys. Now, for the last stock I really wanted to go over is one that I am super excited about right now. Is Lucid Motors. So I've been holding them like this whole year, basically, ever since the news came out, and then it dipped. So if we go back like a long time, it used to be way higher, and it dipped. I started buying it because it was a stock I had made money on before, and then it had a huge sell-off, and I was like, all right, I'm buying this because it's going to go back up, and it didn't really do anything for a long time, and then until just now. News came out finally that they're going to start delivering their new car soon, which is awesome. And again, this is a stock I still think is undervalued, but it's awesome, even though I'm just holding a little bit, like a tiny bit. I wish I bought more. You always wish you bought more. And as you can see over here in the corner, I'm currently up. I was up over 100% earlier today, actually, when it spiked, and it came back down a little bit, but still quite a bit of money, over $400, which is super awesome. And now that's on the open. Realized will be different. I'll pull that up for you. So you can see this here is my cumulative profit and loss on Lucid. So you can see the difference between this number and like a number here. That difference, about a little over $200, is my realized profit, because I've made money trading it before. And when it spiked, I did sell a tiny bit of my position. I sold like 5 shares just to lock in some profit because it shot up over 80%. But so you can see this stock still has a lot of room to grow. If we look back how high it used to be, it could still go up substantially more. I can easily be up 200%, and the goal is it'll even go higher than that. Lucid is a stock I'm very bullish on long term. They make the parts for Formula E, which is like the electric racing league, kind of like Formula One cars, but these are all electric cars. So since they do that, I think they're going to be one of the big automakers in the future, and they do seem to know what they're doing too. So we'll just see what happens, obviously, and I will continue to update you guys on this position. If it dips back down here, I have an alert, I'll buy some more of it. If it continues to push higher, I'll take a little bit more off my position. This is also a stock I'm holding in my Fidelity investment account. I have not touched those. I'm just leaving the shares I have for the long term in there. But since this is my trading account, I will actively manage and trade this position so that I can maximize my potential for growth. Because stocks are cyclical, they go up and down. So it goes up, I'll sell some, and when it dips back down, I'll buy back in again so that I can maximize the amount of profit I'm making. So that's all I had for the video today, was to go over Apple, Snapchat, and Lucid Motors stock. If you have any questions, please drop them below and or hit me up, and I will continue to update you guys on these positions in the future. Show you what I'm doing, how I'm trading them. I basically explained how I trade these things. So yeah, if you're interested in getting started in this and you haven't traded before, again, feel free to drop a question. Let me know. I'll get back to you. I'll have the brokerage I use linked in the description. They're great. I've used them this whole year, basically. If you open a brokerage account with them, you'll get a couple free stocks. So that's always nice. That was my favorite thing. When I first started trading, you open a new account, you get, some free money just for signing up, which is nice. And I usually sell those stocks right away and then just get the profit and put the money in other things. So that was all I have for you guys today, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. It's Friday for me, so I hope you all can end the week green.